Alright everyone, this is Zero Budget Geek and welcome to Dungelot Shattered Lands. Alright, well this is a new game coming out. Now it just came out on iOS and Android, and this right here is the Steam version, which is in beta access, and I want to thank the developer for giving me access to it so I can try it out for you guys. I'm a long-time fan of this series, and this is the latest version, and it is just superb. It does everything that was great about the old ones and improves upon it. So it's a roguelike dungeon crawler. It's relatively simple, but it has a couple of nice wrinkles that make it very interesting. So let's just jump in and you can see what it's like. So I started a couple games. I'm gonna delete that slot and we're gonna start a new game here. Alright, so we have a number of characters that you can play as. Though right now we only have the paladin, but you can have other characters that you can unlock, and right now there are 4 in the game. I'm not sure if there are more available. Probably will be. Alright, let's go ahead and choose this guy.
Peace to the corrupted lands.
Yeah, and each character has a number of passive skills. They have a number of active skills that you'll be able to unlock more as you come on. You have some starting gear, and you have a number of stats, and all of this will get explained as we'll go along. So let's just jump in. Boo! Haha, I'm just kidding. I used to be an adventurer like you, but I slipped on a wet crypt floor, broke my knee, and starved to death. Maybe I should too. Anyway, you need to find the master key to get out of here. Explore the dungeon by tapping on blocks. Okay, so, all of this stuff out here doesn't mean anything. What you're concerned with is everything is in this area here, and we want to unlock this area here. So you find the master key to open the door, and you do that by uncovering tiles. So we would just uncover blocks. Wow, a target dummy has been animated by the dark powers and blocks your path. Alright, so you can see here these are monsters. Monsters have a health and a attack. Every time that you hit a monster, you will do damage to its health, but it will also hit you back, and the monsters always strike you first. Okay, so as we see down here, I have a health of 30 and an attack of 1, and I have an armor of 10. So you take damage to your armor first before your health. If your health goes down to 0, you die. So let's go ahead and hit this guy one time. See, we did 1 damage because I do 1 attack, and then he did 1 damage to my armor. And we'll hit him again and continue hitting him until he dies. And we found an item. We're at map reviews a golden key. Alright, so we have an inventory over here. We have some equipped items like our weapon and our armor, and then we can check this out, review the golden key, and we can just click it to use it. I see dead people. So it shows us where the key is at. It's still hidden. Now you can see these blocks are shadowed, so that means we can't click on them. You have to click the ones adjacent to get to it. I wonder what this manuscript does. So this is well, this goes into your hero book. Divine powers that a paladin relies upon are called when he reads holy manuscripts. So you have a book of spells here, and it shows you the different spells you get. Right now we only have 1 skill available, which is Holy Light. It heals me for 2, or I can use it to deal 1 fire damage to an enemy. And then there's something called charges. If you use a charge, it'll get a bonus of 1. And well, we'll go into the charges right here. If you see this bar down here, certain items, well, we can't show you. Certain items you'll be able to use to charge up this bar, and that will make your spells much more powerful. All right, let's click here. Look, the dungeon key. Use it to unlock the door to the next floor. See you there. Alright, so we click that and we can go down. And so at this point you can go to the next floor, but I generally like to explore everything. Usually there's good items to find. We got a wicked target dummy. You can see here enemies have certain weaknesses. So he's weak against fire. Fire does 1 extra damage to him, and he's bloodless, so I can't do bleed effects on him. And he's explosive, so if I throw a bomb on him, he'll deal 1 damage to everyone, including me. Alright, so we're just gonna fight him straight up. Alright, so this is why I like to uncover everything on a stage. You usually find more stuff, and you get treasure. And this treasure up here is really important. This is how you're going to be able to progress further and further in the game primarily. You're going to use this to buy all kinds of upgrades. So we'll click this, and this takes us to the next dungeon floor. You're doing good, but you need to regain your strength to continue further. Pick up that delicious ham to feed yourself. Unlike a ghost, hunger can end your adventure early. Okay, So we will hit that, and each time the hero reaches a new dungeon level, he consumes some food. Be sure you have enough to reach the end of the dungeon. Okay, so we have food here that we need to worry about. We click there, and okay, this is cool. So morale, you have something called morale up here. Morale is an important attribute that affects effectiveness in battle. Good morale gives the hero a chance for an extra strike in battle. Poor morale will cause the hero to sometimes skip the turn. Some objects or events can change morale. So as we can see, if we click up here, I have good morale. I have a 10% chance for an extra strike in battle. I could use this. Oh, actually, I already used it. So we can ignore that. All right, let's click these. All right, we got another dummy there. Usually, I like to uncover other spots before I check. I start fighting. So we explore that. Oh, we get this, and we got a grenade there. Or it's a bomb, ice bomb. So this inflicts 1 ice damage to a monster. There's different kinds of bombs, but I'm not going to use that because if I use it on him, it hurts me. So we're going to click that button, and we're just going to fight this guy straight up. And we click that, and we can move on. Oh, wait a minute, we cannot. Holy cow, there goes my corpse. Dark magic has animated as a monster. Slay it for good to set me free, and I will help you get out of here. Once you defeat a boss, its soul will rejoice in freedom and open a portal for you to exit the dungeon. Alright, so basically we just gotta kill it and then we'll be done with this place. So let's, what do we have for items here? We're gonna go ahead and use this bomb on him. So we'll do that, boom. And then, ooh, what's he doing? Alright, if you right click on a monster, you can see, this screen for them. So whenever you use elemental attacks, it's good to check here. So I did an ice bomb on him. It did no extra damage, so it's not that great. It still affects him, but it's just you don't get anything extra. We're going to go ahead and use this because it deals 1 fire. Actually, I don't have any charges, so it's just gonna deal 1 fire damage to him. We're gonna use both. Boom. But he does have a weakness to it. He has weakness to fire, so he took an extra damage from it. So we can actually kill him with my last one here and not even fight him straight up. Blam. I'm free and you can leave this place thanks to you. Alright, I will complete my part of the deal and activate the portal. See you on the other side. Alright, so we get that. We got a treasure 100 coins. Yes, that's good. Okay, and then we can now get out of here. Welcome to Pangeas, a world that relies on faith of its inhabitants and mana, a powerful magic essence drawn from the bowels of the planet. In the year 156 BR, the people of Pangeas learned to drill for mana. They lived in prosperity and invented a most useful artifact, the mana phone. It allowed its users to speak at great distances. But because mana extraction was left unchecked, the planet is dying. No one took it seriously, mistakenly believing the mana was endless. Ultimately, the irrepressible thirst for magic led to the Great Rift, a cataclysm that broke Pangeas into several continents which drifted apart in astral space. The discovery of portals based on manaphone technology linked the continents once again, but the true nature of these portals remained unknown. Portals siphoned life energy and emotions from people and made their nightmares real. Undead rose from their graves, beasts mutated and became more aggressive, soulless objects were possessed by magic. Darkness and despair covered weary lands. These days the remains of humanity fight for survival. You are an adventurer driven by fame, wealth, and the unknown. You may save this world or die along with it. Okay, so we're in Act 1. There's different acts that you can play through. I think you have to unlock them. I haven't tried that yet, but we're just gonna go into Act 1 over here. We're at the Deadwood, which is the drama kingdom, once the pinnacle of civilization and ruler of all. The undead control drama now. The few remaining humans fight back or hide and try to survive. Alright, so we will travel there. Alright. Get ready to die, Paladin. Wrath of the Zombie Cow. Okay, so we start here, so we can click here to go to a dungeon. So our ultimate goal is to get to the zombie cow, but we haven't got there yet. There's gonna be more tiles here that we unlock. So this is more like an overview. So we can click on these sometimes to get stuff, but there's nothing there. So we're gonna go ahead and click here, and as we see, it's a dungeon, the Crypts of Newbies. And you can see how far you get with each hero that you have. There's only 6 levels in this, and so you can see that 6 levels, and the threat is average, and our reward is a tome of knowledge, but we don't know what that does. So let's hit enter. Okay, so there's where we need to get to, and we're just gonna unlock uncover these things. Oh, we got a bat. Winged beast keeps giving your neck funny looks. He's a dodger. He has a 15% chance to dodge attack. Most of the time it seems like more, because this guy freaking dodges a lot, but we're gonna leave him alone for now. Let's click on this other stuff. Oh, we found a lucky coin, mainly used to drive away greedy monsters. Alright, got a spell. Yeah, we found the key. So again, we can go forward here, but because the more gold you can get, the better you do in the long run. So I usually just keep going and try to uncover everything. We found a flower, restores 1 hit point. Alright. Oh, some more food. Alright, there wasn't many enemies here, so we only have 1 attack, so we have to hit these guys too. Oh, tip. Your armor absorbs part of the damage, and some armor... Oh yeah, I talked about this. So, there is a chance each armor you have has a chance to not lose armor point based on its durability, but the durability is usually low. Let's actually see if we can look at that. Go here. So here's my armor, and it has a durability of 40%. Actually, I think one of these is the percentage that you won't lose armor. I think it's the lower one. All right, let's kill that guy. And as you can see, when you uncover enemies, they block tiles next to them. Let's kill this guy. Alright. Get these, and we get a treasure. So this is why I always complete the stages, because you get bonus coins at the end, and I want to get coins. Alright, so sometimes when you come into a new dungeon, you will get an effect that affects everything. So we're in the deep dark right now, and our accuracy is decreased by 20%. If we use a lantern, we'll get rid of it. So you see it got dark, and if we click on our guy, we can see our accuracy is down to 80% from 100. Alright, and then these are achievements that you can get. Okay, so let's go ahead and uncover. And again, this is just a very simple roguelike. There's this guy again. We're gonna, do we have any spells? We do have this. That could kill him. Not right. Let's see if we can get a charge up. Alright. We unlocked an achievement there. Let's see if I have this is actually really useful. I need health for this, but we're going to, okay, so I'm going to show you this. So we can take a coin, we can salvage it. When we salvage it, it goes down there. Salvaging items will boost your charge bar. Your level of charge affects how strong your hero's passive skills are. Click the charge bar to find out more. So we click it, we can see these are our passive skills. Now normally killing an undead monster gives a 8% chance to increase the next attack damage. So whenever I kill undead, there's a chance my next attack will be a little bit higher. And I love this, the divine intervention. There's a very small chance that God himself will come down and help the paladin. The higher my charges, the better these percentages are. But whenever you cast spells, you use charges, but it makes the spell more powerful. So this guy here has a health of 3, right? If we use this, it does 1 fire damage, but we'll be using a charge, so it'll do an extra fire damage, and he is weak to fire, so it'll do 3 damage to him, so we can kill him. So there is a certain amount of strategy in this game, so we can do that, and boom, we can heal him. And I don't know if it was really that worth it, because it was just would have been well, it would have done 3 damage to us, because we would have had to hit him 3 times, so maybe it was worth it. Alright, let's continue. And also our accuracy is a little bit diminished. Alright, there we go, we found the key already. But again, I like to uncover things, get some food. Ooh, got a bomb. There's a fire bomb. Inflicts fire damage. we got a flower there. These flowers are actually pretty nice. I don't want to use this on him because it will hurt me, even though he's susceptible to fire, but we'll just fight him straight up. Alright. Got an item there, and we are done with this place. Alright, next floor. Let's click here, we'll move down. Alright, we found an amber. You just simply sell it. Every 5th floor of the dungeon, you find a hideout. I believe it's the 5th floor, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. I usually go around the edges. We get a throwing knife. We can hit target for 1 damage, makes the target bleed. And bleeding can be very useful. Now, this guy can't bleed, so can't use it on him. He's blocking off all that. But it can work on him, so we're going to go ahead and use it on him. We're going to take this, use it, and I can salvage it for charge. And I usually like to have my charge up high, but we're going to just do that. Alright, so we hit him for 1, and now he has a bleed of 1. And I think right here you can see he's going to bleed for 2 turns. So we could ignore him. And a turn is basically every time we click somewhere else for something. So we're going to hit this guy. See how he died while we were fighting? So bleed can be very, very useful. Okay. Go to the next place. Let's unlock these. I usually like to clear the area around this first. Oh, damn. Alright, well, we can't explore it, so now we have to fight him. I do have this to make it easy. Now, I kind of generally like to use these to heal, but, you know, the amount of damage it's going to do... Oh, actually, we don't have a charge. I could salvage that. I'm going to actually salvage... Actually, I could just throw this on him. And it'll do... No, it'll only do 2 damage to him. 2 damage to him? Yeah, it only do 2 damage. So actually, if I salvage this, I'll get a charge down here, and then that'll mean this will do 3 damage and kill him. Bam. Alright, so that worked out. And keep him covering. Oh, we got another spell. Yeah, you want to have those spells, but in this game you also don't want to, you don't really want to hoard your stuff. Just use it. We're gonna go ahead and we're actually going to salvage this. There we go. And we're gonna use ES because these guys, oh, this guy's a, so sometimes you find a sort of boss guy or lord and he's just tougher. That's all it is. So we're actually going to use this will do 3 damage to him. Right? Yes. And we don't have anything. I could salvage this, but I want to save it. So we're just going to use another one. This one will only do 2 damage to him. But then that means we only have to hit him once. Bam. Alright. Ooh. Alright, so we found a bloodstone. It's a big item. I'll explain what that does in a second. Increase attack value by 1 point, and it has a curse to decrease hit point by 25% of base hit points. So if artifacts live in symbiosis with here, if you change an artifact, the previous one will be destroyed. So what happens here is we can, a big item means something that takes up these slots up here. So we're gonna equip this, and it's gonna give me an extra attack value, but I'm gonna lose 25% of my hit points right now. So let's use it, and you're gonna see the effect. So there I go, I lost hit points, but now I have an increased attack. Anything else I want to do? I could use those to heal, but not yet. We have no skills, so we're just gonna straight up fight these guys. But see, now I can use less hits to kill them. We got a shock bomb, and this freaking guy showed up. And actually, I believe the bonus of the stage for getting the treasure, the extra treasure, is killing all the monsters, not necessarily uncovering everything. But usually you want to uncover everything because you get stuff. Alright, like food. Alright, so here, see, we got to the 5th level and it's a hideout. So we can click on this to find some bonus gold. That's good. Alright, none there. We usually have an item of food. And our health is kind of not low, but we are hurt. So we can click this and we can spend some of that health to regain hit points. So we'll do that. And then this guy here, we can buy stuff from him. Oh, this is really good. Well, you know what? We're close to the end, so I'm gonna buy 1. Buy one and that's it. And I'm gonna sell him this for 15, and I'm actually going to buy this agility potion. The next hit will be critical and my dodge increases by 50%. And if you drink too many potions, you will get you get drunk and lose accuracy. So we're gonna buy one of these. And you can steal from him. I haven't tried that yet. I'm not gonna do that. I'm a paladin. So we got a strawberry liquor. Heals 10 hit points, which is really awesome. We're not even gonna really need that. And we got the agility potion. Alright, we'll go to the next stage, and this should be the boss at the end. Oh, it's just one of these guys. Alright, well, let's blow this guy up. Hold on a second. Do I have anything over here? I have no skills, so we're just gonna throw a bomb on him. Oh, that was a shock bomb. He has no weakness to that. He only has a weakness to fire. And then, you know, when you blow him up with a bomb, he hurts you, so it's kind of not... It actually really wasn't that worth it. Alright, we're going to use this agility potion. My next hit will be a critical. So I'll do 4 damage.
Creature of darkness.
So that's what I like about this game. You can sort of, you know, math it out. And one more, that should kill him.
Creature of darkness.
And we get the Tome of Knowledge. This book contains useful advices on how to stay alive in this cruel, unfair world. And we become wiser. So I usually like to go for damage. So we're gonna upgrade our damage. And so now, from now on, our hero will start the adventure with an extra attack. And we've defeated the Crypts of Newbies. Okay, so as you can see here, now that we've beat that dungeon, more areas have unlocked. Then we can click this to get more coins. That was nice. Found an item. Alright, more gold. 100 coins. That's awesome. Alright, and now you can see, so now a new dungeon showed up, and then we have an armory over here. And basically, you can buy upgrades here. You can buy a dagger. It does bleed. That's actually not terrible. So our first weapon was, it does 1 damage and has a 10% chance to stun them. This one does 1 damage and has a 35% chance to bleed, and the bleed lasts for 3 moves, which is actually really nice. Actually, I think I might get that. Deflects, this is actually pretty good too. It deflects damage, but it's only 15% chance. This one has a much higher chance of doing stuff. This one does 1 to 2 damage, and sometimes damages a discovered monster, but your accuracy is a little bit lower with that. I kind of like the bleed. Let's go with that. Alright, so here we have a mansion that you get after a while of playing, and you'll be able to spend your coins to unlock a bunch of stuff. So we have stuff like this food here, roasted bird, increases your starting food supply by 1. We have bread here, increase all heroes' hit points by 10. So you want to upgrade all this stuff, and the ones in red you can't afford yet, and the ones that are sort of dim you can afford, and they're available for you to buy. So you want to like upgrade all this stuff, and that'll make your hero much more durable in order to be able to beat the game. Alright guys, so that is Dungelot. If you like what you see here, be sure to get it on mobile. Like I said, it is available on iOS and Android, and the Steam version will be coming soon, as you know, when it comes out of beta testing. So guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you soon.